Create customer records via the wizard. To get started, from the navigation bar, select Customers, then from the main toolbar, click Wizard. The new Customer Wizard opens with several options displayed in the left-hand panel. Let's start with Step 1 for customer details. Any mandatory fields are indicated with an asterisk. In this example, both the name and account reference boxes must be completed. Enter the name of the customer/company here. You have up to 60 alphanumeric characters. The first 8 characters entered in the name box will also be used as the account reference. You can manually enter the company registration number here if the company is registered with Companies House. Alternatively, click here to search Companies House for the company details. Once you've found the correct company, select it, then click Confirm Company. The customer details boxes will be updated accordingly. The address details should be entered manually if the customer/company is not registered with Companies House. Although the wizard automatically creates an account reference for you based on the first 8 characters of the customer/company name, you can specify your account reference if required. Care should be taken when creating account references, as these can't be changed afterwards. Using a combination of letters and numbers offers more options than using letters alone. For example, if you have several customers with the name Smith, you could use account references Smith 001, Smith 002, and Smith 003. Let's change our account reference from Sage UK Limited to Sage 002 before clicking Next. Manually enter any contact information you hold for the customer in the contact details boxes. If the customer is registered for VAT or EORI, enter these numbers in the relevant boxes. To change a customer's account status, from the drop-down list, select the required status. For example, you may want to assign a status of New for any new customers created. Click Next to continue. The Customer Defaults section allows you to enter default values on the customer record, which are picked up automatically as you process transactions, saving you time when entering information. Some fields already contain data. This data has been pulled through from Settings, Customer Defaults. To save you adding this manually, the data can be changed if required. To specify a discount percentage to apply to any items sold to the customer, enter a value here. If you have Sage 50 Accounts Professional, you'll also be able to assign an additional discount, for example, by volume bought or invoice value. The currency field will be read-only unless you are using the Foreign Trader module, which enables customer records to be created with a different currency. Here, you can select the default nominal code and tax code you'd like to use when creating batch invoices for the customer. If you also like to use these same defaults when creating invoices from the Invoices and Credits modules, select these checkboxes. If you're trading internationally, the Incoterms you've agreed with your customer can be recorded by clicking the drop-down and selecting the nature of the terms agreed. Once you're happy with the details entered, click Next. The Credit Details section enables you to record credit control information to help you manage the customer accounts, such as payment and settlement terms. Some fields may already contain data. This data has been pulled through from Settings, Configuration, Terms to save you adding this manually. The data can be changed if required. Enter your customer's credit limit here. If you offer a discount for early payment of invoices, you can specify both the number of days and the discount percentage offered here. Enter the number of days after which an invoice is classed as overdue in the Payment Due box. To specify when the payment becomes due and calculate the due date on an invoice, select from the options in the drop-down. For example, is the invoice due for payment within 30 days after the invoice date or 30 days after the first of the following month? Enter any trading terms agreed with your customer here. You have up to 30 alphanumeric characters, and this text can be printed on invoices if required. If you've agreed to credit terms with a customer, select this checkbox. If you don't select this checkbox when you create the customer record, a message appears each time you access the accounts stating that terms have not been agreed with this account. By default, the account opened is automatically populated with a program date set in the software. This can be changed if it's different to the date you started trading with the customer. If you have a date for the customer's next credit review, enter this here. Click Next to continue. If you have your customer's bank name and address details, manually enter these here, then click Next to enter their bank account details. Enter the customer's bank account details in this section, meaning all information is to hand if you need to process a refund. Most of the information is for reference only and is not used automatically when processing transactions. If they are to be treated as online receipts, select this checkbox. You can specify how your customer pays you by clicking on the Payment Method drop-down and selecting the required payment method. Once you're happy with the details entered, click Next. Finally, you have the option to enter any opening balances for your customer. If you want to post individual transaction opening balances to this account, select this option. By doing this, you can allocate individual payments from the customer to the individual transactions. If you want to post a single opening balance to this account, select this option. Please note, this option is not available if you use the cash accounting or flat rate, cash-based VAT schemes. Alternatively, if you don't have opening balances to enter for this customer, or to enter these later, select this option. Once complete, click Create. Your new customer record will appear in the customer list. You have now learned how to create a new customer record in Sage 50 accounts using the Wizard option.